Hello everyone, welcome to SSBR Educations. This is Srivalli. So today in this topic, I'm going to explain mathematical expression on numbers and literals, and our topic we know that algebraic expression. And it is part 2. In part 1, I told about basic algebra ideas. So before watching this, please watch that also. Now, before starting this, please subscribe my channel and click on the like symbol. So now I'm going to start this chapter. So first one, mathematical operations on numerals and literals, or variables also we can say. Variables. Numbers, literals are also called as variables. So maximum all members will pronounce this word only. So now we are going to start. First one, mathematical operations on numbers and variables means nothing. Here, these mathematical operations are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. These four are called as mathematical operations. We know that. And this is the basic knowledge about maths. So, numbers and variables. We know that variables are the alphabets and numbers are the 1, 2, 3, anything. We call it as numbers. So, to combine the alphabets and numbers, these four mathematical operations are used. To form an algebra, we are combining numbers and variables. That time, to combine these two, we're using addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. These four as the source of combining numbers and variables. These are the source, and it is the basic topic. Now how we will combine. We will see first topic, addition. Addition means, what is addition? Sum means adding. What is the symbol of addition? Plus. Symbol of addition, plus. This symbol is used for used source for numbers and variables for combining. Combining means what? We are forming an algebra here. To form we know that algebra deals with numbers and symbols. Symbols is nothing but alphabets. So like that. First, I am starting with example. That time you can understand my point. First one, we'll say that if any number we want to add the number, the sum of 6 and y is 6. The sum of 6 and 7 is 13. Here sum means what? We're adding them. Add 6 and 7 here. They are asking like that. That is the question. Sum means add. Adding. Adding. So the sum of 6 and 7 is 13. Like that, here we are adding means adding numbers and variables. So I will say that the sum of, I am taking one variable and one number. I am taking 6 only, and I am taking the variable and the symbol or the alphabet is y. What will we do? The sum of means we will do this 6 plus 7, that equal to 13. Here an answer, perfect answer is there for these two. But 6 and y, these are the, one is variable and one is 6. How the answer will get? It is not possible. But we are writing means 6 plus y. 6 plus y. This is the answer for the question we asked. The sum of 6 and y is 6 plus y. This is the answer for the question. So like this we are combining 6 and y by the addition form. Now you people got my idea, means my point. Now I'm writing a note on this. You should keep in your mind. In addition, for any variables, A, B, C will be present or X, Y, Z. Taking means first one, there is a three type of laws here. In addition, you should keep in your mind this. This is the important note. A plus B, we can write this like B plus A. Yes, no. For example, I am taking A equal to 5 and B equal to I am taking 6. So when I am multiplying 5 plus 6 and 6 plus 5, that equal to 6 plus 5. How it will possible, we will see now. 5 plus 6 is nothing but 11 and 6 plus 5 is nothing but 11. 5 plus 6 is 11, 6 plus 5 is 11. So it is proved that A plus B equal to B plus A. So this law is commutative law or closure law. And in this note, we written an example this. So now I'm rubbing this. I'm writing another law also. A plus 0, 0 plus A. Property of 0, this is. Property of 0. So property of 0 means what? Here 1 plus 0, I'm taking A is equal to 1. So 0 plus 1 is always 1 equal to 1. If we add any number to 0, that time the answer will be the number only. For example, I am taking 600 plus 0, that equal to 0 plus 600. The answer is 600 equal to 600. So you got my point. Property of 0 this is. And I am going to write third law. These are the three basic laws in this. And I am writing here. A plus B plus C. A plus B plus C. Here I am keeping bracket for A plus B and I am keeping outside of the bracket plus C. And here I am keeping outside of the bracket plus A. Here B plus C. So here I am taking A equal to 6 and B equal to 3 and C equal to 1. So see here 6 plus 3 plus 1, that equal to 6 plus 3 plus 1. In bracket 6 plus 3 is 9. Outside the bracket plus 1 is there. And 6 plus 4. 3 plus 1 is what? 4. So 9 plus 1 is 10 and 6 plus 4 is 10. So by this also we can say that A plus B plus C equal to A plus B plus C is equal. So and this law is associative law. and this law is associative law. Write the example. You can take any example, means any number in the value of a, b, c, and here mathematical operations. And why I'm writing these three laws means here mathematical operation is combining these two. So associative law. I'm thinking you people understanding my writing. So here in these three laws, you should understand addition. These plus is combining these three laws. Without addition, there is these numbers are null. Means we can't express is it associative or property of zero, closure law, anything we can't express. Because of these mathematical operation means these addition, we are doing three laws. So now we completed addition successfully. Now I'm going to explain subtraction. How subtraction will be. So I will start this too with an example. I am writing mm, 10 less than y. 10 less than y means here y is the great number. Means biggest number than 10 comparing to 10. So that time we will write y minus 10. We know that for example in y place we take 12. That time we will subtract 12 minus 10 and here 2. 12 is greater because 10 is less than 12 because 12 minus 10 is 2. Two numbers is big means two numbers great comparing to 10. 12 is two numbers great comparing to 10. So that time to what is the difference means what is the difference means how many numbers 12 is less than greater than 10 means two numbers we will say like that. 10 less than y means y minus 10 we will write like this. In the last class in additions we did that sum of x and y or x and 6 like that 6 plus 5 means 6 plus 5 the sum of means we are adding 6 plus 5 how much value will we get like that. But here asking the difference between 10 and y. So that time here they express that less than y means 10 less than y. That time y is greater than 10. So y minus 10. And I'm saying that y subtract y from 10. That time we will write 10 minus 5. So by this we can say that y less than 10. Y is less than 10. So you people got my point. Here 10 less than y. Write 5 examples on this. I will write one example. X. It is x less than 1000. Like this, write another four examples. So you people got my point. How these two, how 10 and y means y is the variable and 10 is the constant value. These two combining by subtraction with the help of subtraction in this manner. Now I'm going to multiplications. Mainly in algebra, these four mathematical operations plays a biggest role in algebra. Multiplication. So this time also I'm starting with a statement to form an expression, algebraic expression. This is said to be algebraic expression, and this is said to be and this also said to be algebraic expression. So first one, I'm writing statement. 7 times x is 7. 7 times x. What is the meaning of 7 times x means? For example, 7 times 6 we are writing. 7 times 6. And 7 chocolates. For example, there are 7 chocolates, and I mean 6 chocolates in. There are 6 boxes. 7 chocolates are there. In each box, there is an 7 chocolates. 6 boxes, 7 chocolates. In each box, there are 7 chocolates are present. Means, wait a minute. 6 boxes and 7 chocolates. Chocolates. And in each box having 7 chocolates. That time what we will do? We will add 7 chocolates in with 6 times. We will add 7 chocolates 6 times. So before by that time we will get how many? 42 chocolates we will get. Each box having 7 chocolates. So if we add 7 chocolates 6 times, that time we will get 42. Before that we will do 6 into 7. 6 into 7, 42. 6 into 7. Like that, 7 times x means we should multiply 7 into x. 7 into x. 7 into x, 7x. So like this, we will multiply, means we will combine the algebraic expression in multiplication. What we will do in numbers, for example, x times y, I am writing x times y. X times y, there is no any constant number here. That time what you people do? X into y, that equal to x and y. In addition also, x plus y, x minus y. So like this we can do. Without constant number there is no problem, but should be a variable. Definitely should be a variable. That time it can exist an algebraic expression. So now we completed multiplication. To you people understand multiplication, how multiplications will combine the variables. Now last final topic in mathematical operations only, division. now we will see how division will combine the numbers and variables. So example, I will write statement 10 divided by 2. This is the statement, and that time what we will do, 10 by 2. We will do division, and that answer will be 5. So like this, I am writing another statement 6 divided by y. What you will do? 6 by y. So now like this we can doing the problem. Either we can write like this also. Divides 5. 6 divided by y. Means here it not gives a correct statement, means it not gives a correct answer for our solving. It is the way we can solve, and you can write this, these two ways are correct. Maximum all the people will use this is the way. So I'm writing another statement here. See, x divide x by z. So you can write like this also. And now I completed 4 mathematical operations. How will form in numbers and variables or literals. On numbers and literals, 4 mathematical operations I completed totally. How these will be formed? I'm writing lastly here. X plus 8, x plus y, x plus x minus z, or else I'm taking y only. X minus y and x into y means xy, and x by y. So it is addition, and it is subtraction, and it is multiplication, and it is division. These are the 4 mathematical operations in algebra or in maths, anything. So I completed mathematical operations on numbers and literals in part 2. And in part 1, I told about constants and variables. These two parts are the two main basic topics. I didn't enter totally into the topic. In part 3, I will start main topic, and that is algebraic expression. How these will be exist. These two main topics you will understand properly. That time you will understand in next part algebraic expression. So thank you children. And concluding, before concluding this episode, please subscribe my channel and click on the like symbol, and you'll get regular notification if I upload the video. So thanks.